Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. July. I'm already thinking July because we only have a couple more days. I can't believe this month has gone by like that. Today's June 28th. Like I said, just a couple more days left of July. June. What is wrong with me? I keep thinking I'm already into the July mode. We're getting ready to go camping. We'll leave on Saturday, so I've been trying to get my trailer ready, packing up stuff. So I'm already in July mode because I'm preparing for the 4th of July. So just a few reminders. There's just 2 more days left of the DSP sale. So if you want any of those DSPs that are on sale, we will be using one in today's project, which I didn't buy the stamp set to go with it. So we're just using the DSP. And I'll show you how you can use that. And you can use any stamp set, any sentiment to go with it. It's also the last couple of days to join my team for a discount. You get $155 worth of product for $99. And you'll be part of my team, the Lucky Charms. And we are scattered all over the U.S. I'm in New Mexico. I have some in California. I have some in Indiana. Some others in New Mexico. We're just scattered all over, so everyone is welcome. So you need to do that within the next couple of days because it'll go away July 1st. I don't know if you've been following me on my blog. I just want to remind you that I did the 10 cards in 10 days. Today is the last day, and I have all 10 tutorials posted today for each day. So if you go on there today, you'll have 10 tutorials for 10 different cards, and it's just using the one piece of DSP from the Fresh as a Daisy DSP pack. Another reminder is to share my video. Last week's winner was Heather Anton. She shared my video, so she got the Brights DSP. I still have the week before, Ramona Culp. I still don't have your address, so if you can message me that. And then this week you're gonna get another 5-pack of cards plus a surprise prize in there. So there'll be 2 items for this week's video, whoever shares. And join my email list if you would like the project sheet to the instructions for today. Otherwise, you just keep rewatching the video over and over as you make the project. But if you want a new project sheet every week in your inbox, just join my email list, and I'll put the link at the beginning of this video, either the top if you're watching Facebook, bottom if you're watching in YouTube. So if you're watching in YouTube, please like my video, share my video. You know, the analytics play a big role onto who can see my videos or when they'll pop up. So please share or like my videos. All right, so let's get started. That was a lot. So today we're gonna make a treat box. Here's our treat box. And in this box, we have a sweet treat. Can anybody guess what it is? You know, I like to do 3D projects. So I'm always looking for things to do 3D projects. A lot of people ask me, how do you come up with your projects? Well, usually I'll look at a stamp set and I'll go to the store and just look for things that kind of go with the stamp set. This one, I didn't have the stamp set, but I wanted to use the DSP. And so it's just an everyday treat that you can give somebody. So these actually I got at Walmart. Look, it's their brand, but this is like a Twix bar. And this is like a Milky Way bar. They have like Snickers. They have everything that's generic, you know, generic to the name brand. So inside I have the one that's like a Twix, but I just want to show you that a Milky Way, which I'm assuming a Snickers is like the same size, will fit as well. So those were like half of the price of a regular pack of candy bars. So kind of amazing that you can get that. So let me show you the DSP. It's the Les Shops, and we're gonna use the piece that has all these little shops on it. You can tell I've already cut mine up, but we're gonna use this image right here and this little chalkboard, and we're gonna use this DSP here with the stripes. So I was gonna use this one, but I was like, no, it's more of a sweet. If it had some chocolates on it, I might have used it. But this is some really pretty paper. It's got some patterns on the back of some of them. So a lot of choices to make different things with. But we're gonna use those two. Let me get these out of the way. And I'm not sure if I should start with let's cut the image out and get my big scissors. So we're going to use this image right here, and we're going to do some trimming to it. I know actually I don't know what dies come to this because I didn't buy the bundle because I wasn't sure about it at first. But with the DSP sale, I always buy the DSP, so then that way I can see how I'm going to use it, how I can use it in projects. I remember one time I did a card class with, it was just DSP. I think it was the Gnomes class. So we're going to cut this roof off, this part. And, well, I'm not going to cut that. Well, we can cut this. So then we're going to use the flowers. So I know. So this is a fussy cutting project. If you're not a fussy cutter, I'm sorry, but it's pretty easy. There's no right or wrong. You just move your paper along with the scissors, and nobody will ever know. There's no right or wrong. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut right along this navy blue line. And so the only part of this image we're not going to use, is this piece right here. We're going to add our own light. So now I'm going to use these big ones because I am not a very straight cutter. So we're going to go right along this line here. And we're going to cut here and here. So we have this piece, we have this piece, which is going to end up going back on top. We just took that middle piece out. We'll cut this. See, fussy cutting's not too bad. So let me know that you're on here and where you're watching from so that I know. And then we are going to use this little, I called it a chalkboard in my tutorial. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to get my smaller scissors to cut around those legs. Let's get all that out of the way. I just wanted the little touch of the chalkboard, like, come on inside, we're open. There was another stamp set that I was thinking of using, and it was the sweet citrus one, because on that one, I think there's a stamp that says something about a sweet treat or something like that. So these are all our pieces. So I'm gonna grab my silicone sheet here because we're gonna, actually, we're just gluing these ones. So we're just gonna add a thin strip of glue right across here. The only thing about the other sentiment, it was really long. So I kind of didn't want to use it. I wanted a more small sentiment. And then these we are going to glue to our circle, but this one's going to be put on with dimensionals. So we can move those out of the way. And I probably should start with the box. Let's get the box going. We'll move those pieces aside. Oops, I got glue. So the box is just going to be 7 by 7 or 7 by 7 sheet of cardstock. So let's go 7 by 7. It is hot out here. I'm not sure how well we're going to do camping because the heat is on. Okay, so now we're going to score this. So we're going to score one side at 1/2 inch. 2.5 inches. 3 3/4. And 5 3/4. Okay, so again, 1/2, 2.5, 3 3/4, and 5 3/4. So now we're just going to rotate it. It kind of doesn't matter which way you rotate it, but just rotate it one turn. And we're going to score this at 1 1/4 and 5 3/4. Like I said, I like to make 3D projects. I do make a ton of cards, but I prefer making 3D projects. And I have like a ton of 3D projects sitting around my house that I do not know what to do with. Any suggestions? I was thinking of donating them to a school or something. I hate to throw them away because they're all projects, because I always have 2. Every time I do a workshop Wednesday, I have 2. The one that I originally created and then the one that I create live with you guys. Okay, so this is the 1/2 inch section. We're just going to cut these at an angle and then cut this off, this one off, and then just like pretty much any of our boxes, we're going to cut up the score lines and cut. You can miter them if you like these tabs. We'll just go ahead and do it. Look, those are going to go inside the box, so they're not going to be seen anyway. But in case you want to miter them, you can. Now these ones on each side, these are, here, let's miter these real quick. Yeah, so if your wish list is too long, you might want to join my team, and there's no obligation. Once you sign up, you don't have to sell unless you want to. So this is going to be the front of the box. So these are going to go in the inside. So we're just going to cut these like in half. And then snip, snip. Like I said, you can see I didn't cut that straight at all. I always blame it that I have a crooked head, because for whatever reason, I can't cut straight. You would think with all this paper cutting that I do and everything that I would get a little bit better. So we're gonna glue, I guess I didn't burnish my lines this way. And I have my little clothespins. So we're just gonna glue these to the inside. To make our box. Do you guys prefer 3D projects or do you prefer cards? I know I have a lot of card making customers. I have some in California that They make them for their church all the time. They make a bunch of cards. And I guess they give them out for the various different occasions at church. But they only do the cards. They're like, we don't do 3D projects. We like your 3D projects, we just don't do them. We do cards. All right, so that's how our box is gonna go. So we're gonna let this dry for a little bit, and now we're gonna cut our designer series paper. And we're gonna use this pattern like I told you. And this is gonna be, let's cut 4 3/8, so it's just before the half. On the trimmer, it's the second notch before the half, was the 3/8. So 4 3/8 by 1 7/8, which is the second notch before the 2. This is gonna be our top. And then now 1 1/8 is gonna be our front and our back. So we need 2 of those. 1 1/8. And our side is, let's go 1 7/8 here, but then we're gonna trim it to 1 1/8, and we need 2 of those. Those are the sides. And I think I should have did it the other way because our lines are going to go different. So let's try that again because we want the lines to go this way. So 1 1/8 by 1 7/8 and 1 7/8. So yeah, you always got to be mindful of the direction of your DSP. So these lines, we need them to go the same direction. So there's all our pieces of DSP. Let's bring our box back in. Let's put our treat in here. So I have this one, like I said. This other one fits as well. So you can do a Snickers, you can do a Milky Ways. This is a Twix. And kind of the color of the wrapper made me go with the Calypso Coral, even though this DSP has a lot of Calypso Coral in it. So we're gonna glue all our pieces on now. Do any of you have this bundle? I think it's Let's Go Shopping bundle. I just bought the DSP. Actually, I need to put another order in to get some more DSP before the sale ends. That's the front. Let's do the back. And any request of what you guys would like me to do on future Workshop Wednesdays. 3D cards, a theme, birthday, sympathy. I don't make a whole lot sympathy because I don't know. But when I need them, I do make them. Okay, so there's our box. So what we can do now is we're gonna use this ribbon and we're just gonna tie this one into a knot. We're not gonna tie a bow because this ribbon has, you know, the two different, not two different, it has the pattern on one side. It's just one-sided pattern. So when I tie bows, it's a little bit more complicated. So we're just tying a knot because we're gonna add something else here. So I try to turn this so that you can see the pattern on both ends. So we're gonna add that. And now we're gonna cut a circle. So I have a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. I'm just going to cut. This is the largest stitch circle. I went with the largest. It hangs over the box, but I like the look of it. It just went better than the next size down. The next size down didn't really fit the bakery piece on it. It did, you can see here, this is the next size down. And so I made another one, and I added the Calypso coral to the back. But I like this size better. So now here's where all this magic comes in. We're gonna glue this one on this piece. There's no comments today. I don't see anybody commenting. Am I not seeing the comments? I don't want to be ignoring you guys. So we're just gonna glue this one on like this. I'm gonna grab my silicone sheet again so I don't get glue on the paper and then we get it stuck there. And now with the roof, we are gonna use dimensionals like I had told you. And we'll use about 3 of them. And I didn't put them at the edges because I think it's gonna hang over a little bit. So we just wanted to pop that roof up. So, and then we are gonna add a mini dimensional to this side of the sign. I'm not gonna take that sticker off yet. And we're gonna use a glue dot on this other side because the glue dot will be on this little portion here, and then the dimensional in the back is going to be on the box. So we're not done decorating this yet. We're going to use these festive pearls. Excuse me. Man, the allergies have been killing me here. So on this one, I did the gold with the silver doorknob. I'm going to do them reverse so that you guys can tell me which one you like better. So we're going to add the silver ones here. And then we're going to add the gold to the top. Mine are a little bit off, some of them. And then we'll add a gold doorknob. And then you guys could decide. So since I used the gold trim, we'll use the silver trim. So this piece is done, but now we need to stamp our sentiment. And I believe this piece here is going to be perfect. So I'm using the Best Family Ever. So what I love about this is you can customize it to anybody. Since this was not particular for anybody, I went with friend, and I used from your friend, but you could put from your nephew, from your, or for, or where's, to my friend, to my aunt, to my, I love this set. You can customize it to anybody. I use this for, Father's Day, and I sent my nephew's Father's Day cards, my son-in-law's, and it was perfect. So what I did, as you can see, I put both of my stamps on together. So this I'm using From Your Friend. We're just gonna stamp it on this basic white cardstock. And that's the only stamping we do for this project. So now we're gonna get the cut and emboss machine again, and I'm using the banner die from the Essentials, Nested Essentials dies, and we're just gonna die cut that right there. And so we have our little banner. I love these stamp sets that you can customize too. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use I have my foam pad. We're just going to use the take your pick tool, and we're going to punch a hole in it right there like that. And now, since we're using the Simply Elegant trim, like I said, it comes silver and gold, so just like the Festive Pearls. So on the other one, we use gold. This one, we're going to use silver. Actually, let me put this under through here first. Then let's go through the back. And we're just going to tie this in a bow right on there. My little, this trim is a little like slippery. You have to keep, oops, you have to keep messing with it for it to tighten, because it actually, you can put this in a knot first before tying the bow, because they don't need to take this apart. This whole ribbon will just slip off. So you gotta keep working it. And I think that's good. Yeah, so they can just slip this whole bow off. They don't even need to. I should have put I think this is a little bit long. Oops. Probably should have tied my bow on the other side, because this is. And then now we are going to add some dimensionals, and I added them to the box, so then that way I knew where my circle's going to go. So I added, 4, and my box seems to be caving in. Okay, so then this is just going to go right on over. And then remember that little dimensional? I forgot I didn't take the back off of that. It's going to go right there. And there's our box. My sign should be this way. I'll fix it after we're done. But that's our box. What do you guys think? So like I told you, next week I'm going to be camping. I'll be coming home from camping, I believe, Wednesday. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a pre-recorded video for you. And then if I'm home in time, I will come live. So this, I added some Wink Estella to the flowers too, I forgot. So which one do you like? Do you like the gold or the silver? They're exactly the same. We just changed the gold and silver. But again, thank you for joining me. Let me know which one you like. Be sure and share my video so that you can be entered in to win a prize. You guys all have a great week. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. And I should be back next Wednesday, hopefully live. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But if not, I will have a video for you. You guys take care.